Our online MBA program is actually taught in 3 forms. We have baked into the computer everything you would think of as lecture. We have a synchronous live class. Everyone attends. Everyone's face is on the screen. We call it the Brady Bunch. 15 students plus a professor, 16 faces. And then at the end of every quarter, we get the students together somewhere in the United States. Same admission standards, same faculty, same credit hours to graduate. We've replicated what we do residentially in Chapel Hill. It's a very diverse class. Everyone's a working professional. We're across all the industry groups. Just like with other MBA programs, probably the largest single group we have are engineers, but we're spread across tons of industries all across the country and all across the world for that matter. We've had students who have been on aircraft carriers, fighting pirates in Africa, ships in Korea, Iraq, Afghanistan, and then we got students all over the country. We've got students in the middle of Manhattan, great universities in New York City, but it's hard to get around New York City. We've also got students in some of the most remote areas in the United States where there's no universities anywhere near them. We've had students on oil rigs. We've had students just about any place you can think of. We even had a student one time attend class while she was in labor in the hospital. So it's pretty easy to come to class. All of our students are working professionals. They tend to work all day. They come home, they have dinner, they get the kids to bed, and then the most popular time for class is after the kids go to bed. So sort of 9 to midnight is when a lot of our classes are held. In the same way that we got students all around the world, we have faculty all around the world. So we've had a faculty member in Mumbai. Many times her day starts not too long after midnight because that's when a lot of classes start. We have a professor in Spain. We've had one in Greece. We limit the class size because we want a very intimate relationship with the students. This is the opposite of the MOOCs where there's thousands of students, but you never interact with any of your classmates or with the professor. We recognize that the lecture is baked into the computer, so you have about 2.5 hours of material to look at and take the lectures. Then when we come to class, it's more like a small seminar. It is an extremely intense classroom. We talk about there's nobody sits on the back row because there is no back row, but you can anticipate you're going to be called on. It's the most intense classroom I've ever taught in because every student's engaged. There can be terrific education online and there can be lousy education online. There can be terrific residential education and there can be lousy residential education. The delivery system is not the relevant issue. The relevant issue is how good are your faculty, how engaged are your students, and those sorts of things. The delivery system that we use in our programs, that just simply enables us to reach students without them having to come to Chapel Hill. Previously, if you wanted a degree from UNC, you had to come to Chapel Hill. Now we can take Chapel Hill to you. We've gone from our very first class, we had 19 students, to currently we have almost 1,000 students. We've got way over 1,000 graduates at this point, but it can continue to grow. A lot of the online programs were set up, particularly early days, as it was the B version, it was the cheap version, it was the lower tier version. And the distinctive thing, and I think the thing that's made us really successful for us, is we chose never to compromise on anything. So same quality in every regard. I keep saying there is no program like it. I think it's the best there is.